Good morning, everyone. My name is John Pryor. I'm your worship assistant this morning. Pay no attention to the clock on the wall. It is really 11 o'clock. Time to begin. And as you know, we begin everything here at Unity in prayer. But let's not forget to welcome you all. Welcome to the love and light that is Unity of Lawrence. Welcome to those watching from far away, and welcome to those right in front of me. In Unity, we begin everything in prayer. Let's take a centering breath and open to the divine in all of us as we pray. With full hearts and open minds, we gather today to accept the endless possibilities of peace on earth and peace in our hearts. We acknowledge the existence of pain and injustice in the world, but we also acknowledge limitless love and our limitless being. We welcome our divine inheritance as co-creators. We know that we are already standing in the light of love, of healing, and of transformation, and so it is. Amen. Our prayer chaplains are trained to hold sacred space and pray with you one-on-one. If there is anything in your heart to be held in prayer, please see Cindy in the chaplain's office. After today's service, our chaplains will also pray for you during the week. Please place a purple prayer request slip in the wooden box outside the office. All prayers are confidential. We invite you to join in a prayer circle immediately following the service at the front of the sanctuary for all who want to participate in a group prayer for themselves and the world. You can still meet one-on-one with the chaplain in the office. Welcome guests. A special welcome to our guests today. Thank you so much for joining us. For more information about Unity of Lawrence and the Unity Movement, please pick up a welcome packet in the foyer. We have an amazing opportunity this week to participate in a musical experience that will transform your world. On Tuesday, July 7th at 7 p.m., nationally recognized musician and mystic Bob Sema will be here to guide us through a tranquil evening of sound and song alchemy, music, and meditation. Check your e-news or visit our website for ticket information, or see Marty after the service for help with purchasing tickets. If purchasing tickets isn't in your budget right now, please come as our guest. Mark your calendars for Saturday, July 25th at 2 p.m. as poet and chaplain Diane Silver leads us in Speaking the Sacred, a workshop on exploring our spiritual truth. Watch your e-news for more information. The Sunday Lunch Bunch will gather following the service today at Perkins, 1711 West 23rd Street. We hope you will join us. All are welcome. Don't miss next Sunday when Reverend Anna Schaus will be our guest speaker with a message entitled The Truth About Freedom. The Green Spirit Band will provide our special music. Following next Sunday's service is our second Sunday potluck. Plan on staying after the service for great lunch and conversation with old and new friends. Now let's join Holly and Jessica in singing Get Ready, My Soul.
Let's all rise together as we're able.
Diving in, get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to the present moment.
Let's
deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Holly. Now, of course, it's time for our unity intentions. Please affirm with me unity's founding principle together. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the source of all good. And now our Unity of Lawrence vision statement together. United in divine love and joy, we celebrate a peaceful and abundant world for all. And finally, our Unity of Lawrence mission statement together. We are a thriving spiritual community, sharing love, building bridges, inspiring transformation. Please welcome our beautiful songbird, Jessica Pryor.
Oh, thanks, guys. They have lyrics for you guys to sing part of this too.
You will do amazing things with the choice each new day brings, and with every breath you take, plus the progress that you make. The reason you live is there in every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. places you will go, and the people you will know. Don't worry when, where, or how. You don't have to know right now. You're on the right track. No need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what this day brings. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. You don't have to work it out. Just stay in the here and now. Let your mind rest for a little while. Sometimes deepest answers come when you're out there having fun. So close your eyes, take a breath, and smile. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. You don't have to work it out. Just stay in the here and now. Let your mind rest for a little while. Sometimes deepest answers come when you're out there having fun. So close your eyes, take a breath, and smile. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Jessica. Cindy Smarsh has been counseling, coaching, speaking, and writing for over 35 years to support people in their personal and professional transformation. She has also served in various church roles throughout her entire life, including in her current capacity on the Unity of Lawrence Board. She believes love is the answer to everything. Please welcome Cindy Smarsh.
Everything. Okay. Well, that was amazing, Jessica. You sound beautiful. Thank you. And it's great to be here with all of you. Thank you so much for being here. And thanks to those of you who are out there. Some of you even told me you were going to be out there. So hello, hello. We got a nice full house this morning. It's just great to see you guys. So I'm going to start by telling you the story of a life in 5 chapters. Okay? I heard this from Wayne Dyer years ago. Pardon me. Chapter 1, you walk down the street, fall into a deep hole, and don't know how this happened. You feel helpless, lost, and blame the hole. Chapter 2, you walk down the same street, see the hole, and fall in again. You blame others and wonder how you ended up there, remaining in denial. Chapter 3, you walk down the same street, you see the hole, and still fall in again by habit. You acknowledge that it is your fault, and you manage to climb out quickly. Chapter 4, you walk down the same street, actively see the hole, and deliberately walk around it. Chapter 5, you walk down a completely different street. Okay, have you lived this life before? Me too. So this teaches us, yeah, over and over again. That's right. Try to keep it in 5 chapters or less, right? But anyway, right, this message teaches us that we can transform. We can avoid pitfalls. We can forge a completely new path. But what does that take? It takes awareness, it takes practice, and in unity we say it takes faith. So in unity, faith is the foundational spiritual power that activates all the other powers, which we have 12 in total, and it is the quality that enables us to look at what appears like lack or limitation or difficulty and see it with our divine mind and raise our consciousness and believe even though we don't have physical evidence to see. The location of the faith center is in our head, actually, according to Unity, between our eyes and our ears. And this is very significant, and we'll talk more about that. But the problem is that most of us look at life with our earthly eyes only and use our earthly ears only to comprehend and interpret what's going on. So if you're willing to play a second, I want you to make a telescope with your hands in front of one of your eyes. You use both hands if you want. I'm just using one for obvious reasons. But can you notice how limited your vision actually is when you do that? Right? You really, to see around the room, you have to really turn, right, and look, right? So it's a very limited view. Well, I have someone I've known in my life who has a severe eye disease who leaves her legally blind. But she has some vision, and I asked her one day, "What do you see, actually?" And she said, "It's like looking through 2 straws. 2 straws is what she sees. So try that. Try to make your fingers so small with both your eyes that you think it's like 2 straws. Now look how limited your vision is." Can you believe that? Well, according to Unity, that's the kind of vision we're using when we just use our earthly eyes. We're seeing this teensy tiny view, this teensy tiny perspective. But when we open our full faculties as faith as our spiritual expression, then we get a wider, deeper view. So how many of you have been watching any of the World Cup at all? Anybody? We got a lot of World Cup fans out there. Great. Well, you know, I live in Soccer Central at my house, or maybe you don't know that, but I have been watching a lot. And soccer's grown on me over the years, living with a deeply passionate soccer person. And I really am enjoying it, truly. And the matches are really fun to watch. But the stories, are you hearing the stories? If you need to be uplifted anytime in the next 10 days, get on television or on the internet and read some of the backstories, some of the behind-the-scene things going on. One of the greatest things I've heard, which is so interesting, is people from other continents, lots of other countries who've come to America, have said that their media portrayed us in such a way that they thought when they got to America, we were going to be rude, standoffish, or bully them. That's what they thought. And now they have a wider view, right? They're finding out Americans are lovely, that people enjoy them, that we're kind, that we're good, that we have humanity. But they had a limited view. So think about what views you are very limited in your own life as we go along here. So again, Unity invites us to really use the center of our faith and connect with divine mind. And it describes faith really in three different ways. So faith is the substance of things hoped for, which you've probably heard. I think that's even scriptural, actually. And it's an inner knowing that empowers us to shift our consciousness and become co-creators of our life rather than passive observers. Okay, and the second aspect of faith is we believe it can heal. It can transform our perspective, and it can bring us peace during difficult times. And the third aspect is faith is empowered by practicing. So we have spiritual practices that can help us develop and grow our faith and deepen it. So it can be a really great tool in our lives. Recommended is things like prayer, affirmations, meditation, and raising your consciousness or mindfulness. So every morning I spend about an hour, most mornings, doing some spiritual practices. I like to pray, I like to meditate, I like to read things that inspire me, I write in a gratitude journal, I just do all kinds of things like that. And one of the things that I've done is I've created a list of faith statements that mean a lot to me and really tap into that wider view. So I want to share some of these with you. You may have some of these in your wheelhouse too. But one I found in the Daily Word one day, many months ago, was, God is greater than anything that can trouble me in this world. Now that sounds pretty good, doesn't it? God is greater than anything that can trouble me in the world. Another one, I am sustained by the love of God. And if God isn't your word, it's okay, whatever that is for you, love, whatever it is. And then all is well, which of course we say every Sunday together at the end of our prayer protection. And some of you say all is swell, which I think works well too, right, for people. And everything is always working out. Everything. Not just some things, sometime, right? Everything is always working out. And then a couple of talks ago, Rev Maggie Alderman gave me a new one. She said, I am poised for my next right. I am perfectly poised for my next right step. I thought, oh, I like that. Yeah, it's like saying, okay, we are ready anytime. It's okay. So think of your own. What can I say to myself every day to remind me of the power of faith in my life? And then prayer, we all pray our own way. For 50 years, I prayed one way, and then I came here about 10 years ago and started learning about affirmative prayer, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I'm still really trying to get good at that. I don't know if you can be bad at prayer, but I just always think of it as a conversation with what I call God. But anyway, I've recently heard a couple of other specific prayers that are really meaningful to me, and I wonder if they might be meaningful to you too if you haven't heard these. And one is the set-aside prayer, which I believe is part of the AA movement. And it says, I set aside everything I know so I may have a new experience. And you can put a little blank in there and put whatever your hole is you're falling into, right? I set aside everything I know about money so I may have a new experience. I set aside everything I know about health so I may have a new experience. I set aside everything I know about relationships so I may have a new experience, right? And then there's another one from Marianne Williamson that I just love. She's a spiritual teacher, writer, in case you haven't heard of her. And she says to say, Dear God, please take this situation. I place it in your hands. Please handle all the details, heal my mind of error, and reveal to me what you would have me do. Okay, so you want to repeat that after me? Dear God, or whatever your word is, please take this situation. I place it in your hands. Please handle all the details. Heal my mind of error and reveal to me what you would have me do. Very good. Aren't those words so comforting? It's so comforting and empowering, just as the set-aside prayer is. So, despite all of my spiritual practices, I have a story to tell you about my birthday in 5 chapters. Okay, write this down. My birthday's May 27th. I don't see any of you writing it down. I don't understand. No, just kidding. I'll be 60 next year. Woo! Woo, woo, the big 6-0. Anyway, so a couple weeks before my birthday, my lovely husband says to me, hey, what do you want to do on your birthday? Just let me know and we'll do it. And I'm like, okay. So I thought about it, and I usually try to do something I've never done before. So I decided I wanted to try, I forgot the name of the place downtown where you throw axes. You do axe throwing. Yeah, I'd never done that before. And so I said, well, how about we go to Dempsey's, and then we go, axe throwing. And then it was a Wednesday night. It was the first Wednesday night of the summer band concert series in South Park, and we like to go to those sometimes. And I said, then we could go to that, and then out to Silas and Maddie's, top the night off with some great ice cream, right? Doesn't that sound like a fun evening? Yeah, you would have come with me, wouldn't you? Yeah, I should have called. Anyway, okay. So the other thing going on this year has been, well, my husband's a big-time soccer referee. He referees about 250 soccer matches a year. And the vast majority of those is high school boys soccer in the fall and high school girls soccer in the spring. Okay, well, this year, after 20 years, he decided this is my last high school soccer season to referee. Now, he's still going to do clubs and adult leagues and some other things, but he's going to take out this huge, huge chunk. So he's been kind of on a farewell tour, you might say, seeing the coaches for the last time, other referees, and so forth. And so I've been attending more than usual, watching him. And the last one scheduled was Monday, May 25th, 2 days before my birthday, a quarterfinal match in Topeka. And I said, oh, okay, let me take you there, and I'll watch you ref your last match, and then I'll take you out to Blind Tiger, which is a brewery he loves in Topeka. Yeah, some of you are like, yeah, you know the Blind Tiger. And so we did. I went and I watched him proudly, and at the last hydration break, he came over to where I was sitting, gave me a kiss, and he said, let's finish this. And I'm like, yes, let's do. Went back out, finished refereeing, big hugs with the coaches, referees. I'm very proud standing there. I've taken pictures, and we're standing in this little circle getting ready to go, and one of the guys says, well, aren't you refereeing Wednesday night for the semifinal round before states? And he said, oh, no, I'm just an emergency backup person for that night. No, I'm not. And so we went on our way. We went to the Blind Tiger and clinked our glasses and, had a great celebration. Well, the next day, it's May 26th, and he calls me over lunch, which he always does on a work day, and I hear a little tone in his voice. And he says, I got asked to referee the semifinal match tomorrow night, and I really want to do it. It's a big honor for me to get asked to do this, but I want to do right with you for your birthday. So he's begging for mercy, right? I really want to do right by you. And I'm thinking, there's one way. There's one way. Right? Anyway, so not only am I thinking instantly, it's my birthday. It's one day a year, and I'm thinking, we just celebrated you last night. I took you to dinner. We made a big deal of this. I mean, this is all in my head. I started going down that path when we're on the phone. And I said, I can't talk about this right now. I'll talk to you later. We got off the phone. Because I knew if I opened my mouth, it would not be good, right? So here are the 5 chapters, okay? Chapter 1, what? How could he do this? How could this be? Well, I did not see this coming. Chapter 2, how dare he choose soccer over me? It's my birthday. What is wrong with you? This is all in my head, right? Chapter 3, I'm not important enough. It doesn't matter that it's my birthday. Who cares? Victim. Chapter 4, wait a second. He told me this could happen. I knew there was a chance this could happen. And this isn't about me at all. This man loves refereeing soccer, and it was a chance to do one of the biggest matches of the year. And my birthday, I mean, come on, right? So I don't need to take this personally. This isn't about me. And chapter 5, I can create a great birthday for myself and celebrate with him later. Okay? So taking things personally and attaching my worth to other people's behavior and thinking I'm not enough are some of the deep holes I spent many years falling into on a regular basis. And every once in a while, despite my spiritual practices and great faith, it happens again. And it did that time a bit, for a while. So, but when I could, step back, take a breath, and look at it with my spiritual eyes, I could move through the chapters quicker and not let that ruin everything. Now, things are a lot more serious in life than whether I go out on my birthday or not, right? A lot more serious, and I know this, I acknowledge this. But I shared that story because sometimes we only talk about faith in terms of when we are really in a big crunch, right? When life's very, very difficult. Like, for example, my brother-in-law, Ed's brother, they're very close, they're 18 months apart, and really have been two peas in a pod their whole lives. Recently had a massive stroke, massive. Couldn't talk, couldn't swallow, couldn't walk, couldn't sit up, couldn't move his hand, couldn't move his, nothing on the left side. And, that's scary, that's hard, you ask the questions, right? You ask the big questions in those situations. So that's one example. And there are many, and you have them too. You have your concerns, you have your worries, you have your questions, and you have your holes. I know you do. And any one of those things that you have or that I have had could take us to our knees on any moment of any day. But we don't have to let it take it to our knees because we have the power of faith, which is built in. It's a built-in system that you already have. So I invite you to declare your own statements of faith and say your prayers and up-level your consciousness in your mind so you can feel free no matter what is happening around you. And as you're building this deeper and deeper, just faith it till you make it, right? Faith it till you make it. Don't fake it till you make it, faith it till you make it. With practice over time, you're going to move through those 5 chapters more quickly, or maybe your story's going to get a whole lot shorter. So I'm imagining that a lot of you celebrated the 250th birthday of America this weekend, or 4th of July, or maybe even just spent some time thinking of the freedoms you do have in your life that you appreciate. Well, Unity teaches that real, true freedom comes from a deepening faith. That's where freedom really lies. Faith is a full expression of our spiritual nature, which makes our human experiences much more beautiful and meaningful and peaceful all along the way. My friend Elizabeth Kipp, who is a practitioner in town, you may know her, wrote in her newsletter this week this about freedom. And I quote her directly. She says, "Freedom does not always arrive with fireworks. Sometimes it arises as a quieter nervous system, a deeper breath, a clearer boundary, a moment of rest without guilt, or the choice not to repeat what no longer serves you." She says, celebrate the freedoms in your life, dance in your kitchen, sing loudly in your car, eat the good dessert, wave your sparkler with abandon, and declare yourself independent of folding fitted sheets correctly. I love that. Freedom is not about being perfect or having a perfect life, but choosing how you're going to live it, end quote. Thank you, Elizabeth. So open your inner eyes and your inner ears as wide as you can and connect with that inner knowing, the divine that is in you, and your path to freedom in all circumstances will be shown. Deepening your faith will get you out of any hole you fall in, I promise.
When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God.
Okay, let's rest our eyes if you want, and rest your body, really comfortable, whatever feels good to you. And let's do another one of our faith practices and meditate together for a moment. Just take a few deep breaths at your pace. Settle in. And let me share with you a meditation on the power of faith put out by Unity. Today I honor my faculty of faith, whether it is as small as a mustard seed or as large as a mountain. Faith is the energy that carries me forward. It opens my heart to knowing I am worthy of all good things, including more love. When events around me seem overwhelming, when worry and doubt darken the landscape of my mind, I call forth faith. In prayer, I affirm that faith will see me through. In meditation, I picture a reservoir of faith that I easily draw from. Faith fills me with trust and confidence and lightens my load. Faith expands my awareness to recognize the Spirit in every person, place, and circumstance. It reminds me to trust in my abilities and believe in myself, knowing I am ever supported by the divine. Faith uplifts my thoughts and words to create a brighter picture. It reminds me to open to divine guidance, intuitive knowing, and spiritual nudges. It aids me in knowing that from a divine perspective, all is truly well. Walking in faith, my steps are sure. Divine guidance is clear, and my path is illuminated. And we breathe and let those words soak in. Let the love wash itself over you and bring you peace. And whatever you feel right now, you can take that with you all day, every day. It is available to you at all times. So let it solidify inside. Let it live inside you and be you. And when you're ready to come back into the room and be more present with us all, take your time and join the oneness that we are. So it is.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
I am going to make sure I don't get lost. want to get lost. Our ushers have indeed come forward. So I invite you to hold your gifts to this community in our hands and love in our hearts. Let's affirm together, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I receive, and all that I receive. And so it is. As the love offering is collected, let's join Holly and Jessica in singing Morning Prayer.
I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am stronger every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and true and free as I continue walking in this mystery.
As our ushers come forward, we offer this prayer of gratitude. We are grateful as we bless the flow of good that supports our unity community. We stand in the knowing that the flow of good goes forth, returning again and again, and so it is. Amen. And now it's time to rise as you're able and sing the peace song.